the trend has changed a little bit, right? I mean, let's see if this is just because they're scared of weekend risk and see what happens Monday, right? Because again, I think if you look at, I mean, Monday was pretty brutal, so we have to see. I'm trying to pull up some interest data here. I mean, I can do it on my phone pretty easy, but let me see. Anyways, yeah, I don't know how you can do it on their website, but I was looking at, oh, there it is. Okay. I was looking at interest rates yesterday, right? And so this is after the Fed. It's interesting because let's see if I can get a 5-day. 1 week is okay. It's not 1 week data. Yeah, I don't know. There you go. Okay. So after Powell meeting, you had a nice spike, and I mean it's still so here's a 10-year. It's still 140. It's nothing huge, but this is why yesterday I said you had a little mini rotation into financials and industrials. So if this goes to 160, which was the last peak, then I would start paying closer attention. Right now, I mean, it's just off of its low, but it responded to Powell for the first time, right? So the rates haven't done anything to the job numbers and GDP and CPI numbers and previous Powell meetings, but this meeting was different, right? This meeting, the rates acted. So you got to kind of watch this in tech and see how it responds. Yesterday, tech rallied. The premiums were I mean, they weren't really giving you much, in tech. So financials were better. Goldman was better yesterday. So kind of, watching this here and see if this wants to continue to spike. And then, as far as corporate news goes, I think Nike was pretty big. It's just the same thing that everyone is saying, supply chain bottleneck. So.
Okay, so think about this Robinhood statement that's right out there, internal chat around Jimmy. The guy says, too big to shut us down. Really?
Robinhood said that?
Yeah. I mean, think about this. I mean, if I'm the government, let me tell you, if Robinhood was in China, they would have taken him and you would never see him again. I mean, think about it. I mean, too big to shut us down. Really? Explain that to me, Omid. Explain that to me. Okay. Anyway, let's start the recording. Good morning, everybody. 9:24. Huge happenings today. Okay, huge happenings. Bitcoin is down. China is saying all the Bitcoin transactions and everything is illegal. Okay? Does it break? Let me tell you, if Bitcoin breaks today or over the weekend, and it breaks 30,000, you're going to open 100 handles lower on the SPX Monday. Maybe 200 handles. Okay? So just know that. That's your weekend risk. Okay? And then you have this Micron downgrade that makes no sense to me, but doesn't matter if it makes sense or not. It is what it is. They're saying the pricing of memory is coming down and the pricing of chips is coming down. How you can have the price come down and Sam can't buy a computer for 5 weeks? I got one anyway, by the way. Okay? And then we see. Okay? So interesting. Okay? LRCX. This thing can go to 591. It broke again. It broke down again. It tried 616 and it failed. 591, 582. Facebook working lower. I gave you Facebook yesterday at 145. I said they're $1.20. They can go right to 141, 450. I know some people got that. They're going to go right down. I mean, how far does this one go? They just told you they're going to not do great this quarter and next quarter. They got rid of their chief technology officer. Why? They got rid of their chief technology officer because he had a year and he didn't figure out how to fix it. If you had a year, you're going to go fix it in the next week? How's that happening? Goldman Sachs 392, 396, underneath 381 bad. NOW couldn't take out 670. Okay, back to 652. Micron, huge downgrade. It may go up on a downgrade, but here's the thing: the downgrade, the price 140 to 100. The price they had their buy on there to 140. That's from 70, and now it's only going to 100. So it's kind of a clown grade, right? So then we see, and then we see. CRM was at 279 under 275 back to 272 through 281 better. Shop working right back lower. The shop calls yesterday were crazy priced. Shop, a stock that can move 50 to 80 in a day. The 1,500 calls closed at 2. Like zero chance it would open up. Very interesting. Back to 1,400, 1,432 is huge. NVAX 266. CMG trying to break up. Can it get through 1962? If it does, then it runs. Amazon 35.72 down, 33.72 down, 34.32 up. UPST, huge move up, huge move down. Let it go back down. If it gets back down near 320, we'll look at it. Then we see, and then we see. BKNG tried to break up. If and when this thing takes out 2509, and I don't know if it does it this week or not, it has a big move, has a 150-point move up. Okay? Doesn't mean it happens this week. And if the market crumbles next week, we see. Netflix hit 600 and dropped. That's different. BNTX needs 376. mRNA needs 456 and then 462. Roku, another downgrade today now. Had an upgrade yesterday, downgrade today. Back to 309. Does it break? May not hold those. May get out of them. Google, 2791. Tesla, think about this. Kathy Wood puts a $3,000 target on it. The market's ripping huge. And it can't go because somebody puts a downgrade on it. Remember, we told you at the beginning of the year, Tesla may be down for the year. It moved up 4,000 points. Going down 1,000 or 1,500, it's still up 2,500 points. When does it start again? Maybe it starts next year. Maybe it takes 2 years. Don't know. Okay? But till this thing closes through, and I mean, I don't care if it rips to 770 today. It has to close through 762. It's a hard trade on the upside. You can trade it, but you got to sell it fast. If you don't, you get whacked. You get whacked. Okay? So know that, know that, know that. Okay, comments, questions. Cryptocurrency in China is illegal. That is huge, huge, huge. Roku downgrade. We talked about that. Because China says this every year. It doesn't matter what they say every year. It just matters how the market reacts to it. Chip shortages could be excused for demand issues. Absolutely. Smart money will move. This is the reason why Peter Thiel bought land in New Zealand. When capital gains tax for crypto hits Bitcoin, the whole crypto market will be hit. Who knows? These are all just opinions one way or the other. It doesn't matter. I mean, this is what we are. We give our opinions. People do what they want to do. Tesla inside week, maybe next week. Don't know. Is China's issue with just Bitcoin or all crypto? All crypto is what I'm saying. Just cash out China and leave. I don't know if you're allowed to leave. And then who's going to take you in? Everyone who is in China who has money in crypto, they're going to want to get out if it's illegal. Absolutely. We know this. Isn't India in the same boat? Maybe. Don't know. Square could be short on Bitcoin weakness. Everything can be short on Bitcoin weakness. Okay, know that. We have China's Evergrande, Bitcoin. We have chip issues, supply chain, companies missing earnings, and now people guiding. Do we get whacked? Very possible. I mean, why did Facebook go up yesterday? It was silly. Didn't make any sense, right? Didn't make any sense. Then we see, and then we see. And then That's what we know. That's what we know. Here's one thing, and the last thing I'll say, to become a better trader, to make money and become smart, when you say something, make sure it's not about your position. If you're sitting on 1,000 shares of UPST and the CEO comes out and says, we committed fraud, it's going to go down. It doesn't matter what position you have. All these comments I see here all the time, I see these comments and I see them on Twitter all the time. They're based on the position you have. And you don't get that from Sam. From Sam, you get real news. Okay? I mean, I'm bullish Lam Research yesterday, and it's going to go to shit today. It could be 591 in 2 minutes after open. It doesn't matter what position you have. Your comment has to be based on what can happen on any particular day based on the news. And I don't know if they get upset with this China thing or they don't, but let me tell you, if it drops under 38,000, it may be 3,000, 30,000 today. And if it takes out 28,000, it could be 10,000 tomorrow. The odds, 1%. But there's still 1% chance. So know that. It doesn't matter. The market doesn't care who you are and what position you have. It will move if it's going to move. Either way. Thanks, everybody. See you in chat.